My first day at this school, my parents stood in front of me, smiling and snapping photos, wishing me luck and hoping for the best. The first photograph in my photo album, I'm standing outside my house, sporting bright gold cowboy boots that perfectly mismatch my school uniform. That photo represents a time when we first learned to look both ways before crossing the street. It was when we first learned to tie our shoes, never talk to strangers, eat our veggies, spend hours playing with ladybugs and roly-polies, feed our fish, say please and thank you, do our homework, wash our hands before dinner, and sleep in our own beds, sometimes. It was this age that we started to show our personalities. Did we listen to our parents, or did we do the exact opposite of what they asked? We were given the opportunity to grow into our personalities without an outside strain to conform. We were not faced with the constant demand to become something we're not. So today, when I look at this photo, I see our next challenge. It is not world peace, conquering outer space, feeding the world, or the global warming. It is not protecting the environment or the world economy. The next challenge that we have today is to preserve the morals and traditions we grew up with. When we go off to college, we must remember unconditional love. We must remember the importance of family and friends. We must remember the comfortable feeling of support and care. If we remember these things, our possibilities of success will exceed all expectations. My first day of high school, my parents stood at my bedroom door, knocking for minutes on end, telling me to hurry up. That is why my next picture is of my bedroom door, a very different scenario. I ran through my house, throwing together my backpack, sports bag, and grilled cheese sandwich, then proceeded out the door, without time to say goodbye or I love you to my parents. When I look at this photo, I can faintly remember hearing my parents telling me to be home before curfew. Don't forget your lunch. Make sure you finish all your homework. Dress appropriately and clean your room. When a student hits high school, there's a surplus of advice and outside opinions. For all I know, there may even be a bet between parents to see how many life lessons they can fit into one day. But who can blame them? A student goes through so many changes in high school. Our personalities, styles, and opinions change multiple times because high school is the beginning of our exploration, really finding out who we are. Our parents mean well with all of this advice, but sometimes we don't want any of it. When I first got my permit, my mom told me to put the car in park before stepping out. But being the good listener that every 15-year-old is, I stepped out of the car with it still in drive and thought I could make it back before the car started rolling forward. I was wrong. High school is the time to make mistakes, to learn and live through our experiences, to grow from them. The last photo I have is the morning of our senior tefillah. My parents hugged and kissed me, congratulated me, and told me that my journey starts now. They snapped a photo, and I left for my last day of being a high school student. That was it. After 17 years of constant advice from my parents, really, my journey starts now? I tried to decipher the sentence. Was there a hidden meaning? Maybe if I tried to recite it in Morse code, I could see a clue, but no. I pondered over the sentence for a few hours, and I realized there was no hidden meaning. My journey starts now. I realized that our parents did their job. They pushed us to become the people we are today, never giving up, never losing hope. I'm ecstatic to say, class of 2011, it's our turn. We take all the advice we've been given, whether it's from our parents, teachers, siblings, and television shows, and we will live. We'll make mistakes, lose track of where we're going, take the scenic route, come close to a cliff, but we will never fall off. Because we carry everything with us in our photo album. Every life lesson, every experience, every mistake, and every person that has changed our life. We carry them with us. Not too close to weigh us down, but close enough that we can just reach into our bag, grab a photo, and find them. Please excuse me for 1 second. Smile. Seniors, under each of your chairs is our class photo. I encourage you to carry those memories with you on your journey, wherever you go, no matter how far or how distant you travel. we will be sitting in your photo album, constantly reminding you of how close we really are. So today, our last day at this school, our parents stand in front of us, smiling and snapping photos, wishing us luck and hoping for the best.